growing up watching my mom get murdered when I was 4 and a half, I grew up with that hunger of wanting a mom, wanting to know what it was like to have a mom in a household. And I had an auntie in the household, but nothing could compare to actually experiencing that real motherly love. So it made me real angry inside. It made me, lash out. Feel couldn't nobody tell me nothing because of what I've been through. And it didn't have to be like that, but I had no counseling, so I knew no other way. But however, I also seen people who have both parents in their household and they condition their situation in life didn't turn out to be any better than mine. So I think it's all about what is molded into us while we're going through that. Like, if we got a strong parents in our life telling us, like, regardless of a person not being present, they still interacting in your life, whether they're incarcerated or deceased, like, like, we gonna be all right, we gonna make it through this. Like, I think if that's introduced into children growing up in a single parent household, I think it'd be a lot easier to adapt to the circumstances that goes on around us. But like just growing up with like one parent, yeah, it can be real hard. It can be stressful because you want the attention that the other kids getting, or whatever it may be. I believe it's a very hard situation to do to adjust to.
Okay. So,
I got a question.
yeah, I had a question for Dave Lope, but go ahead, Ben.
Okay, go ahead, go ahead.
So, this tap in back to what we were saying, far as like how a boy's supposed to treat a female, whatever, being learned, whatever. So, being as though your mom did pass away, so you didn't have, that motherly love in your life, how did that affect you far as dealing with women?
It made me be very respectful to a woman because I didn't know how not to be after seeing how my mom left this earth. So it was like it caused me to not be in abusive relationships, not to actually even deal with women who like that hands-on type of stuff. So like it kept me always on a respectful term unless I'm disrespected to the utmost. Now, as far as the physical aspect, I walk away from that unless my life is in danger. But like other than that, it taught me how to actually appreciate and respect the woman. To not have that mother figure in my life show me, it just on top ultimately gave me that perception of how I see a female should be treated, which is with respect and as a queen. So
Okay. What was your question, babe?
I think
Nah, that kind of took the cake right there. I was about to ask you
Yeah, I
the
just
same
had to
question.
ask him
So
that. I
definitely,
had to. I had to, cause that right there
nah,
proves
that's a
exactly what we was talking about. That right there alone.
right, right. That solidified it. I mean, what about you though, in terms of like, how you was raised? Like how did that play a role in who you are as a woman today?
Hmm. How I was raised. Like I didn't feel the love. I didn't feel the love. I didn't feel wanted, and um. So it's just like I give my kids everything I didn't have. Like I give them the love. I give them the respect. I don't feel like I don't make them feel like they gotta buy my love. Um, I don't make them feel like I like one more than I like the other, as far as favoritism, and that's what I had to deal with all my life, and still dealing with it to this day. Um, Growing up, that made me bitter. That made me angry. It made me run into the streets to try to go find something that I was missing at home, and that was love, attention, respect. And all that did was put me in dark places. And that's what made me not wanting that for my children, made me switch everything up. So,
Earlier, when you used the word to describe yourself, you said that, you was open-minded, kind of understanding, peacekeeper, like a mediator or whatever. Me knowing you, and I might be biased in saying this, but I think you're a beautiful soul that's misunderstood in a lot of ways. And I feel like because of things you went through in your past, you overcompensate by being too overly loving and loyal to people. And that could be your dad. Have always, what I've noticed,
That
your
have always
downfall
been my
because,
downfall.
right, right.
Because I like no
So,
matter if people have they do bull crap to me, a lot of bull crap day in day out. I always still try to love people. I always still try to tolerate people and accept all the bull crap that people do to me because I be wanting to see the good and hoping that it change for the better, and it never do. People show me their colors and who they really is day after day after day, and I still tolerate it because I don't know how to not love somebody. I don't know how to be a dark person. Like I just don't know how to do because I like to give love. I don't like to see people
see,
down
it's
and
not,
hurt and stuff like that. And I feel like if I become a evil person or a dark person, then I might be hurting the next person. And I don't want the person to be hurt just like I wouldn't want to be hurt.
See, it's not about hurting the next person. It's about loving yourself enough to where you are not going to allow yourself to be hurt to begin with, to where you can still love someone, but it's just like, you ever heard this thing called tough love? It's
Yeah,
like it's tough love. It's like, all right, I love you, but I can love you from far off.
like from a distance.
Yeah,
and see, that's something that we talked about on a different platform a long time ago about, about loyalty, right? And one of the things that I was saying about, what I value loyalty to be, like, I'm beyond love. Like, I love my wife, but I'm loyal to her more than I love her. And that might be difficult for some people to understand. But to me, loyalty ain't got nothing to do with, being faithful. Yes, I'm faithful to my wife. Loyalty ain't got nothing to do with, you know, you know, anything more than just me being 100% down for her when she needs me more than anything else. So my loyalty is about making sure that I'm available to you. I would never want nothing to happen to you. I would never see you in a messed up position. I might not be rocking with you. I might not be answering your calls. I might not be talking to you. We might be at odds, but when you call, you need me the most, I'm going to always be there to hold you down. You get what I'm saying? So that's what loyalty means to me. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
with that being said, it's like, the love aspect of relationships is most relationships are valued upon, oh, I love him, as opposed to being loyal to that person, right? You know what I'm saying? So, taking the love out of the equation, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, you self-preservation. Like, you gotta love yourself more than you love other people. And if hurting yourself comes at a cost of helping other people, then nah. Like, me and my wife go through this a lot, where I'll be like on her, be like, yo, like, stop. Like, nah, like, I ain't feeling that. Like, we just fell out over loyalty that she have gave people. I felt like, nah, like, I get where your heart at, but nah, like, everybody don't deserve that loyalty. Everybody don't deserve that part of you, because you're wasting your own self to give to people that is not willing to give that back. I don't lean on my wife. I don't want my wife to lean on me. We carry each other. We walk side by side. Though I might be the man of our house, a woman is the foundation of that house that I'm leading. You know what I'm saying? So at times I have to take a step back and allow her presence to be dominant, to be let her be the man. And I know she's a woman, but my wife is every bit of the man of our house more than I am at times, because she's a physical single parent in our household. So I had to let her reverberate within our household so that our kids know that I might not be there right now, and I'm not right there right now. But when it comes to anything my wife say and do, that's false. That's you know what I'm saying?
Right. We gotta come back for part 5. Um,
You want
yeah.
you want to do a part 5 or
So come back for part 5. We're gonna tap into some more things and then we're gonna close out. So stay tuned.